Albino buffalo named Trump goes wildly viral for its fetching blonde comb over.
And
This bull.
Oh my God!
Trump hair.
Oh my God! Bull Trump syndrome. Wow.
Oh, there's
that is very interesting. Very interesting. What is that hair on a bull? Is that a wig or is that really
no?
hair?
I think it's really the bull. It's
the bull hair.
It's
Are there any
Bangladesh.
ranchers out there in our audience? Can you tell us if that's really bull hair or not? I'm not obviously an expert on this, but any ranchers out there, cattlemen, Texas, let us know what that is.
It's a Bangladeshi bull.
Okay.
That's all I know. But look at that.
Very strange.
It's unbelievable.
Very Trumpian. Very Trumpian.
Absolutely. And speaking of Trump, I saw this and I just thought it was kind of funny and amusing. There's decent Trump impersonators out there, and this guy I think summed it up with a Trump translator. So here's another variant.
How to speak Trump. Well, Saturday. Guess I should mow the grass. Trump translation.
We're going to take care of the grass. It's that time of week. A lot of people take care of the grass on Saturdays. Some people do it other days. A lot of guys don't even take care of the grass. I do. I know all about the grass. I own a lot of grass. I have the greatest grass, and I know the best type. Some people are suggesting maybe we attack it militarily. We haven't discussed that fully. We have a lot of military technology that people don't know about that could eviscerate the grass. And I don't know if you heard about this in Springfield, Ohio. They're eating the grass. The people are eating the grass, which is disgusting, disgraceful. We don't do that here. So we're going to take care of the grass. And I'll tell you what, we're going to mow America's grass again.
Wow, brilliant. Very good. Very good.
That really is
very
Trump style.
Impeccable. Impeccable.
Oh my God. Let me see. Somebody who has nightmares about Trump has to be the soon to be former Congressman Thomas Massie. We haven't talked about it, but Tuesday there was a runoff race, and
what are you going to do? I mean, people win, people lose. I mean, the American people have spoken. It's so funny because I didn't think he'd ever win in a million years, and neither did the betting markets. I don't even know what the hell all the fuss is about, to be honest with you. I mean, the guy lost. The people of Kentucky said, "You've gone against the president we voted for, 1,000,000,000 to 1. You seem to have a Jones for Trump, and we love Trump." So they voted him out. I mean, it's not a complicated story. They're trying to make it like a revolution. The Boston Tea Party, of course, the Jews did it. They mailed in absentee ballots from Tel Aviv. I've never seen more crazy crap over a giant loss. It wasn't even close. I think it was 9 or 10 points. And how they bought the election. I looked it up. AIPAC, who are American citizens, AIPAC spent on a $33 million race. They went crazy, AIPAC, and spent $4.5 million. Everything out of their mouths are lies from the Massie camp. It's just crazy. They are saying they're going to destroy the Republican Party. They're going to destroy Trump. They're going to burn the country to the ground. They have shown their true colors, Eric, in this one congressional race. They've now been exposed for the libertarian frauds that they really are and the Trump haters that they really are. It is shocking. I had no idea these people even existed. They believe they're in the majority. They're not even in the minority. I mean, they are below the level of minority. They are in a tiny subsection of the Republican Party. And they may not even be in the party. They're probably, like you said, libertarians more than Republicans.
No, Massie's known as a libertarian.
A libertarian, right.
I just didn't realize that Israel was planning to take over Kentucky.
Yeah, he has no Jews in his district, but Israel dedicated their lives to destroying him. AIPAC, with all their money, all their influence, spent $4.5 to $5 million on commercials. God bless them, for going after this Israel Jew hater. I mean, what else are they supposed to do? Just sit back and do nothing. That's the whole point of that lobby. But nevertheless, other people spent money, and it was about a $34 million race to get him out. More power to them. When you go up against Trump, it demonstrates that if you don't kill the king and you go for the king's going to come for you.
Yeah, and you mentioned other people spent money. You mean people were supporting Thomas Massie too? Huh?
Absolutely. The money went both ways. It's a typical American election.
And they were, of course, I'm sure, all small, small pocket donors, all local, all grassroots, right? There was no foreign money from any other place.
Not that I can see. I mean, I don't see any. It's illegal to have foreign money come in, obviously, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. I mean, on record, the only thing I could see is the 4.5 for his opponent. For Galrain, which is the whole point of the PAC. But there are other PACs donating other super PAC money to him, to Massie.
He had a lot of support.
Yeah. No.
I encourage everyone to look it up. Don't listen.
Yeah, look it up. I mean, he lost fair and square. I'm sorry for all the fuss and muss and everything else. I wish it wasn't. These people are fanatically nuts. I don't know what their problem is with Israel. I don't know what their problem is with Trump. I don't know what their problem is with this non-shooting stalemate in the Gulf of Hormuz, where nobody's fired a shot in months. Again, these people don't complain about the Ukraine debacle. It's so hypocritical. I can't even understand what they're talking about, Eric. That's how obtuse their politics are.
But it was at least a close call, right, Mark? He barely lost, right?
Lost by nearly 10 points. Down in Kentucky, that's considered a Daniel Boone trouncing.
Especially with somebody who had 75% of the vote, I think, last round.
Yeah. Well, he went. You know what it is with these people? I think, and I'm talking about all of them together, they got drunk on their own small amount of media power, and it went to their heads. And I'm just generalizing now, for all of them. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker, Boebert, who's next, all of these people. Now there's the RINO camp of Tillis and Thune, who are still left, who look like twin brothers, who are there, who are going to replace McConnell. And there has to be a day of reckoning for what they did this week in the Senate and the House.
Well, which part? I mean, I know that they they shelved the War Resolutions Act and ducked out.
Right, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. But this whole thing about they're opposed to this fund for January 6ers. I could not give enough money to January 6ers in this governmental spending thing that Trump has put together in this commission. This is worse than the Japanese internment in World War II of Japanese Americans by FDR, who were compensated years later through various lawsuits. There is not enough retribution on the planet Earth for J6ers, as far as I'm concerned. Thune and Tillis hate January 6ers. They believe they were guilty. They believe they were insurrectionists. And these people have to have stakes driven through their political heart to end this insanity. And there has to be a Truth and Reconciliation Commission about the January 6ers, because this is not enough. Pardoning them, retribution financially is not enough. They have to be completely given retribution in terms of political and social justice, to use those phrases. And that has to be done maybe even outside of the Congress in some private commission or private hearings outside, to get the truth out about these body cam things that Eric talked about last week by that douchebag phony cop with the tattoos. This is not done yet.
That cop with the tattoos, by the way, I pointed out that his body cam footage was released. One of the important parts of his body cam footage being released is he had made the claim that his identity would be revealed by his tattoos,
right?
Because of his undercover work, and that is a safety concern.
Sure.
The problem is that, guess what was shown in the body cam footage?
What? He's
didn't
already
have
been
the tattoos at the time.
Oh, regardless, he's been exposed as one of the anti-J6ers and testified with the tattoos. Everybody knows who he is now.
No. My point is, though, that his claim about the tattoos is bullshit because he didn't even have the tattoos at the time. So how?
But what difference does it make if he has tattoos? Everyone knows
because he
who
was
he
claiming
is.
that they would recognize him and that put him in danger, and that's why he had to suppress and act the way he did. And it turns
You mean
out that
all the way back then?
Correct.
Oh well, that ship has left the station now. So.
Oh yeah, because the body cam footage has come out saying, "Hey, by the way, he didn't have tattoos." So his story about the tattoos and his life being threatened is bullshit.
On top of everything else, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, right. I mean, if he's testifying in front of Congress and testifying in trials, then
then he's perjured himself, and let's get this guy. Let's get him. I mean, you got to go after this bird. You got to go after all of these people, Liz Cheney. You got to go after all of them, bro. You cannot let this stand. There has to be a day of reckoning. We had Jonathan Gross on, one of the few attorneys who had the chutzpah to actually represent these people in the gulag of the D.C. jail. I mean, this cannot be let to stand. They will do it again. I know you people are fat. I know you're lazy, but please tell your representatives that this cannot stand. And then send $100 to